Hi, a very warm welcome from your very own Mr. Imran. This video is particularly for the students of language 1123 and those who are appearing in October and November. In this video, directed writing is covered, and we have covered the reading objectives that are pertinent to this type of question, and the mark scheme is explored. And in the next video, you will be learning how to give it a form of article. So stay tuned and watch the whole video. So I have a question to you. You can see this flower on your screen. My question to you is, what do you think about this flower? Now my educated guess is that you might be thinking that this flower is very beautiful. While you are praising the beauty of the flower, I am praising the creator of this beauty. How this is pertinent to this lesson? This is called difference of perspective. The object which we are looking at is same, but you being an individual have different perspective. I being an individual have different perspective. So when we are given the two texts that are given that are by different people, so we will be zeroing out the difference of perspectives in the text which is there, and this is the essence which we are going to uncover today. So this is a snapshot I have taken from specimen paper 2024, and it goes here. The question is about the magazine article, and the bullet points which we have to cover. The first bullet point says that evaluate the ideas and opinions in the both text. Sorry. Okay, so when you are attempting this question, you have to keep an acronym in mind, and that is PART. P stands for purpose, A is for audience, R is for register, and T is for tone. When you will be coming to attempt the question, at that time you have to remember this acronym. The second instruction is this, that give your views, develop your opinion. You have read in the text about the advantages and disadvantages of traveling to the other countries. Okay, now they have narrowed it down to advantages and disadvantages, but when the text is in front of us, we have to develop the views and the opinions also, right? We have to evaluate the entire text, and there we have to see the differences between the two texts, and what we have to actually point out, what we have to keep at the forefront of our mind, so we are not just wildly making the guesses and we are just glancing over speed reading. We should have something in our hand that is a guide for us when we are reading. And I, being your teacher, how could I not give you that guide? So, going to the next slide and telling you what is that guide. My dearies, whatever the text is given to you, okay, you have to keep in your mind that it will have different viewpoints, different perspectives, different attitudes, and those perspective, viewpoints, and attitudes would be related to, let's say, age, they will be related to profession, they will be related to emotional wellness, your self discovery, your self exploration, your personality development, your relationship development. Okay, so this is a acronym that I have created for you, and this is, I have given it a name, Sparkle Spec. You can save it, take a snapshot of it, and use it in your directed writing classes, and it will help you a lot. Not only this will be helpful for you to explore this specific text, but also to any other text that is there. Okay, like I'll show you one more text where these all can be of a greater value. So as I was telling you that they will be giving you for section A2 text, okay, on the same topic, but from different point of view. So again, there is a topic here, ageism, where it is about ageism, where people have young people have different point of view. For the aged people, they think that above 30 you are aged, and then your uh, workplace dynamics start to bother you, and you perform in an eccentric way. You expect people to behave with you in certain way, and then there is another text which is written by an oldie, of course, and they are calling the young people the dumbest generation. Okay, so here also that mnemonic, the sparkle spec, that will come into play. And if you have that acronym at the back of your hand, okay, so you can easily just spot all the the differences, and can pull out your content on which you can write. So, dear students, one very important thing I want to tell you, that there are some differences which are on the surface level. You will be easily identifying it. Okay, they will be just attracting your attention. You will catch them. Okay, but then there are certain attitudes which are hidden under the layers of the words. Okay, and you should have an eye for the subtext, for the nuances of the language, for the subtlety of the meaning. Okay, what the writer is actually trying to say. Okay, and what the another person is actually trying to say. Okay, there are some hidden meaningful messages, okay, that are conveyed. Okay, so if you are a good reader, you will not be finding any difficulty in pulling them off. Okay, and if you pull them off and you show it up in your writing, this will be giving you an edge over the other writers. Okay, this is very important. This is basically your writing paper. Okay, and 80% marks are for writing and 20% marks are for reading. But do not be duped by it, because whatever you are writing, you are putting out the content from reading. Okay, so entire writing is based on your reading. So you have to go for very careful reading. You have to peruse both of the texts properly. Now, the first writing objective is saying that articulate the experiences and express what is thought, felt, and imagined. When you are connecting with the text, okay, at that time, how what you are feeling about this text. Okay, both of the texts made you feel how. Okay, this identification of the feeling would tell you that what kind of evaluation you are going to make in the end. Okay, so this is important. Then organize and structure ideas and opinions for deliberate effect, that we will be covering in the next lesson. The writing part we will be covering in the next lesson. Right now I was focusing on reading. So reading objective number 3 and 5: analyze, evaluate, and develop facts, ideas, and opinions using appropriate support from the text. So whatever the opinions you are building up, whatever the evaluations you are making, they should be based on the text. Got it? If I have shown you the text that is about traveling and staycation, so you would not be writing then about mountaineering or hiking. You got it. Okay, and if you are writing about mountaineering and hiking, and that is a little relevance with the actual text, you will be losing the marks. You got it? Because mountaineering and hiking is not actually properly exacting the text that is given, that is about the staycation and that is about the international traveling. It's just one example that I am giving you. So when you are giving the opinions, you have to be careful that they are rooted in the text. Then select and use information for specific purposes. Okay, that we will be covering. Now, here on this screen, you will see that I have put a Bloom's taxonomy over here. Okay, and there is a purpose to it. So I'll be explaining this in the next slide. This has a direct purpose to your directed writing. Okay, this is Bloom's taxonomy. Most of you might be knowing about it, and most of you do not. But I think that as students, also, you must know that as per the Bloom's taxonomical level, on which level you are, on which level you are being assessed. Okay, so here you are on the fourth and the fifth level in particularly this question. It is analyze, explore relationship, causes and connections, compare, contrast, categorize, organize, and distinguish. Then evaluate, make judgments based on sound analysis. Assess, judge, defend, prioritize, critique, and recommend. Okay. You see, my child, the basic difference is that what is the difference between analyze and evaluate is that analysis can be done without evaluation. You can give your analysis. Okay, you can tell about the strengths and the weaknesses, you can categorize the information, okay, and you can present it to your reader or to your examiner. But when it comes to evaluation, it cannot be done without analysis. First, you have to analyze the information, and then on you will be coming on to judge. Until unless you are not analyzing, how you will be judging, what you will be assessing, isn't it? And then on basis of that assessment, you have to pass your recommendations. Also, you have to critique on it. You have to prioritize that. Okay, if the international traveling or staycation is to be prioritized, okay, then what you will be giving the priority. Okay, so keep in mind that evaluation without analysis is incomplete. So, whether you are writing any form of writing, article, speech, email, or letter, or news report, okay, you have to keep in mind these two things. Okay,